great city has a story. In just minutes, we'll trace its journey from humble beginnings to the powerhouse it is today.
You know, Lin, every time we come here I feel like we're walking through 3,000 years of history. Beijing's not just a city, it's a living timeline.
I feel it too. And to think it all started as a humble settlement thousands of years ago. First called Ji, it was a small city-state during the Zhou dynasty. Then it became Yanjing under the state of Yan. It's had so many names: Zhongdu under the Jin, Dadu under the Mongols, then Beiping and finally Beijing, northern capital.
And it really became a powerhouse under the Yuan dynasty when Kublai Khan made it the capital around 1271. That was the Mongol-led version of the city, Dadu or Khanbalik. Marco Polo even wrote about it.
Then came the Ming dynasty. That's when Beijing got its defining landmarks, the Forbidden City, the Temple of Heaven, and the Old City Walls. The Ming emperors made it the imperial capital in 1421, and the Qing carried on the legacy until the last emperor fell in 1912.
So many dynasties rose and fell, but Beijing remained the heart of power, even through war, occupation, remember the Japanese invasion, and revolution. Then, in 1949, Mao stood at Tiananmen and declared the founding of the People's Republic of China. Another turning point.
And look at us now, a city of over 21 million people, mostly Han Chinese, of course, but also Hui, Manchu, Mongols, and even small Tibetan and Korean communities. It's more diverse than people think.
Geography-wise, it's in the northeast, close to the mountains, with rivers like the Yongding and the Chaobai. Though today, much of our water is diverted from the south. Beijing's always struggled with water, but we've built canals and reservoirs to adapt.
It's fascinating how Beijing always evolves. In the 80s and 90s, it was bicycles and dusty streets. Then came the skyscrapers of Guomao, the Olympics in 2008, another big milestone. Remember the bird's nest? The water cube?
And don't forget the 2022 Winter Olympics, the only city to host both summer and winter games. Beijing's not just the political capital, it's a global cultural symbol now.
Speaking of culture, our food. You can't talk about Beijing without mentioning Peking duck, crispy skin, soft pancakes, plum sauce. Dadong, Quanjude, and Bianifang are the classics.
But I love the street food too. Janbing Jiajiangmian lamb skewers in the hutongs. The narrow alleys have soul. Try hulu, Jingyatang, or King's Joy for a more upscale bite.
And landmarks? Endless. The Great Wall just outside the city, the Summer Palace with its long corridor and Kunming Lake, the Temple of Heaven, where emperors prayed for good harvests. And of course, the Forbidden City, nearly 1,000 buildings in the world's largest palace complex.
The old and the new coexist. The National Center for the Performing Arts, a glass and titanium egg floating on water, stands just steps from Tiananmen Square. And then there's 798 Art District, a factory-turned-modern art haven. So, Beijing.
And sports? The city's crazy about football and basketball. The Beijing Ducks are our pride in the CBA. And marathon runners, cyclists, Tai Chi practitioners, just look around the parks at sunrise. The city moves.
You know what makes Beijing unique in the modern world? Its dual identity. On one hand, it's a fast-paced global city with subways, tech hubs, and fashion weeks. On the other, it's rooted in ancient Confucian ideals, family traditions, calligraphy, and tea ceremonies.
Beijing carries the weight of history with grace. It's never just looked backward or forward. It does both. It's tradition and transformation.
And it still produces remarkable people. Scientists like Tu Youyou, artists like Ai Weiwei, athletes like Guo Jingjing, and even internet stars who bring Hutong life to the world.
Smiling. It's a city that dares to be big, complex, and poetic. Sometimes overwhelming, but always unforgettable.
So here's to Beijing. Old soul, new skin, the beating heart of a nation that never stops reimagining itself.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this journey through time, don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more city histories from around the world. Who knows, our next video might just be about your city. Stay tuned.